Well, hello everyone, this is EG Braden CM, and I'm going to be coming to you today with a walkthrough of Call of Duty Elite. So earlier this week I did do a walkthrough of Battlelog. Just so you guys know, Battlelog, everything there that I showed you was entirely free. Now for me on Call of Duty they have a free version and then they have a paid version. I did not pay for the premium subscription to Elite. So the biggest feature that I won't be able to show you today is going to be the Elite TV. Everything else I'll be able to show you basically how it kind of works, but I won't be able to actually go through in details everything. Everything with this sort of red skull area around means that it's an Elite Premium subscription only. So to do that you can buy it through the Xbox Marketplace. If you got the Hardened Edition, it's already included. So basically, right after you log in, this is actually what your page will look like. So it's clean, it's simple, it's good. Gamer tag obviously up here, not very fancy. On here, quick place to look up any sort of feed, much kind of like Facebook. That's really all I can say on here. You can reply, you can flag it, you can delete it from your wall. Really easy button to look through any sort of notifications you have. System, those are kind of like prizes and invites if you have a group or a clan being made. So as you scroll down, do pay attention that it scrolls over here as well. So if you want to quickly go to an area, you just click that, takes you right there, which is kind of nice. So friends section, well, there's really not much I can say about this. It lists your friends, it shows the rank for them. Let's see what kind of options there are. Hide offline friends. Let it load. So there we go. I got lots of friends online right now. Tracking players. Basically you can say if you want to track EG Jiggy. Maybe you're in a competition or maybe say Reckless. And you just add them on here. Here, let me see if I can do it for you right now. This is my first kind of ring through in these small little features as well. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay, so here's Jiggy. So let's take a look. Group showcase. No, it doesn't have a button. I can just quickly do that. Oh, that's alright. We'll go back. Groups, it'll have you if you have any groups in there. My internet is slow, and we're back. Showcase, I'll show you later on in the compete section. You can enlist into events. This will show you the badges you've won in both the lone wolf operation, so it's just a one-man kind of thing, and also in any events. Enlistment schedule, these are those events I talked about, so you can post them for ones coming up, ones that you're in, and ones that you've completed. As you notice in here, I was in the beta version of this and I competed in this one. I don't think I actually got that badge. I don't think I played enough. So this is the very first splash page. When you click Modern Warfare 3 player card right over here, this lists your statistics. This is kind of the really hub of everything for Elite. The reason you're on here is to look up stats, much like Battlelog. The difference between the two, I will do a video showing you, kind of comparing the two services, basically how in-depth things go. So on here, obviously your rank, your picture, shows you how close you are. Prestige calculator, this is kind of nice. What this is based upon how much you play right now. So the amount of XP you get every single day, and then they put it into the calculator, pop out 1.9 weeks to Prestige 1, level 1. I probably won't get there. KD ratio, right on here, shows you the games, increasing, decreasing, hours played on each one, win percentage, I'm not very good, and then total hours played. Very similar to Battlelog, it still had this pie graph. It's an easy way to look at something. KD ratio, win percentage, still there. It's just nice that it's right at the very top. So as you scroll down, once again, it scrolls on the side as well. You can go into your recent matches. Shows you the times. You can look up each match, pictures of them, quick kill stats for it, kill deaths, easy stuff that you may have forgotten about. my nemesis, my victim. You can even pull up the heat map of that recent game, which I find is really cool. They've had this ability on Bungie, but that heat map was just for the one map all together. You know, you couldn't narrow it down. This is the heat map for that one game that I played. You know, it'll show you all my deaths, all my kills, where all those happened. I can zoom in. Come on, zoom in, zoom in. There we go. If I really, yeah, I hate those buildings, bunch of snipers. Which is really cool. Breakdown of all the games if you don't like the pretty one. And then this is also a graph. Wait for it to load. Oh boy. Come on, Elite. You can do it. No, you're not going to do it? Hey, there we go. So, breakdown of all the matches. My KD ratio in all of them. Not very good. You can look up your kills, deaths, headshots. You know, it's all there on a really quick way. You can say, hey, you know, I started off the night really well, and then I just went really crappy. So custom classes, well, it's, you know, exactly what it looks like. So I can click my custom class 1. It'll pull up all the different guns I can choose from in my assault class, for example. So right now I have the M4A1, and it'll show you your weapon rank. I'm about halfway to being done, basically. I consider 31's done. Then you can change your proficiency, you can change your, basically everything you'd want to be able to change, you can change it right here on the computer. You can select different classes for all of them, and then you can just hit select, and then once you're done, you just hit send changes to game. Next time you log on Modern Warfare 3, changes are going to be done for you. You don't have to go in there and redo everything. So maybe you're bored at work, bored in school, just want to tinker around, you got some people over, maybe you're on Skype and you guys are just sharing different ideas. In here, you don't always have to have the Xbox turned on. You can just do it right onto your computer and instantly have it done for you when you go back on. Pretty cool. Next part, challenges. You know, there's really nothing very fancy. It just tracks all your challenges. You know, how you're doing, breaks down of all of them. Say my assault rifle, I think my M4A1. If it loads. Come on, baby. You can do it. Hey, I saw it there for a second. There it is. So, shows you down, I'm coming up to number 7, percentage complete, and you know, you can sort by how close you are. You look through different guns, different classes, everything. So the vault, what this section is, it's kind of more your media section. So you can upload, obviously, video screenshots. You can upload custom games onto Call of Duty Elite. If you have a YouTube account, you can link it through this, and what happens is as soon as it hits Call of Duty Elite, it'll automatically be added to your videos on your YouTube channel. It's a nice feature. However, for those of you that really like to do a lot of post-editing, I would hold off on this feature, just because if you don't, you're going to get your raw clip uploaded directly to your YouTube channel, in which you might not want that automatically. So as you can tell, I don't have anything uploaded quite yet. If I did, it would just show up a little video clip right there. I can click it and play it. So the leaderboard tracker, this is very similar to the other player tracker that I showed you on the Elite summary page. You can add your rivals. Right now I just have my one rival. He's a buddy of mine. It's quick stats to see who's in the lead. So the red bar is my rival, the blue bar is myself. So, you know, right here you can see I am behind in almost everything except for demolition and team deathmatch. And this is the ranking of a leaderboard. This would be number 1 position, this would be dead last in the world. And then it shows you numeral right here. So this is all time. I can switch to weekly. You know, I haven't played that much this week, and once again, He's a lot closer than myself. Shows you the number in all the players. You can view all the leaderboards here. Let me view all the leaderboards for you. So, lots of information here. Once again, breakdown per game type over here. So I don't play free for all. No, the 2 game types I played aren't on here. Alright, let's use free for all. So rank number 1 in the world, prestige level 5 already. Geez, 7. Wow. Kills, deaths, shows you everything on there. There's not much to a leaderboard than just the leaderboard. Search by prestige, prestige hardcore, prestige level 10. Yeah, it's just a leaderboard. Nothing really else there. So let's go back. It was under the career section where we were. We were under the Modern Warfare 3 player card. So we are back here. And skip down to weapon performance. Hey, there we go. I knew it was loading. So this is my personal weapon performance. So it breaks it down to each different weapon you have. You can see here how it does it. It does it in a really nice, clean manner with a bar graph. However, if you use one weapon, like I mainly use my M4A1, you gotta take all of, but just by looking at the pictures with a grain of salt, because you look at this bar, you're like, okay, it's full, it's a lot of deaths. Yes, it is. My KD ratio still sucks, but you look at the other ones, and I barely even use them. Same thing with everything else. It's still break it down. You can see I like my Semtex, my sights. The hybrid, I can take it or leave it. But what that is, that's your career page. This is the main section. And then obviously they have a player card section for Black Ops. It's not quite as, I guess, flashy. So still breaks it down everything, points, my rank, recent matches, custom classes. See how you can't send it to the game. You can just view you classes, personal best KD ratio. Wow, I never knew I did that. Most headshots, longest kill streak, blah blah blah. Same sort of thing, leader trackboard for Black Ops, and weapon performance in Black Ops and the Black Ops theater. Very similar, however you do lose some functionality. So, moving on, that was the career section. So let's go to the connect section. Let's start off with here. So when you go to the connect, this whole area is promoting kind of a community feel to Call of Duty Elite. It's not just about you anymore, it's about others. Think of it that way. So you can make your own clan, you can find a clan. I'll show you the Evolution Gaming clan in a second, and same thing with groups. And how clans work, as you get more and more people in your clan, they have experience. And as the clan earns more experience, they unlock new things. So this just shows you what you unlock as your clan gets higher rank. So you can just see here roster, background, you unlock different backgrounds for mottos. Then you can unlock different codes for hours of double XP. All the way up to, once you get to clan 50, you get 10 hours of double XP, a free prestige token, and then clan title 5 and some new backgrounds. Pretty cool. So like I promised, I'll show you Evolution Gaming's clan. Now if you want an invite to this, just contact EG Jiggy CHC. He will be able to hook you up. Easiest way to do that is via the forums. You'll see them bright green, hard to miss them. So right here, our name, our tag, a little bit about us, our symbol. So this is how I mentioned before, we have XP. Right now we're at rank 13. Shows you how many total hours all of our members put in, our KD ratio, and our score per minute. That's what SPM stands for. So this sort of function is very similar to the platoon function as we saw in battle log. Dashboard, here's the roster system, shows everyone we have. The red star means he is the founder, he's the head honcho. Clan feed, that will come. Basically what this is going to be is, say if I'm going to be playing a team deathmatch game, it'd be in here. It'd show you that, you know, I'm here. And then clan showcase, we have to get that first. What this is, you know, those events I showed you. Say if I won first place in 6 of them, trust me, it won't happen. My badges would be shown down here. Kind of just show off to everyone how awesome I am. So in the last leaderboards, people may really like this one. So this kind of leaderboards of the clan. Now, how this is done is it's not done in a way where it's, you know, you can sort by different sort of areas, unfortunately. It's just your, you know, same old free-for-all. Kill death ratio, assists, score, monthly, weekly, and then you can search down for all of them. So you see I am 4th. Oh yeah, that's right, Mojo. That's right, Jiggy. 4th. Then you can look up all of them as well. Let's see, I'll play domination as well. I am 3rd. Whoa. That's surprising. Hardcore, same sort of thing over here. I can't stand hardcore. As you can tell, I played 1 game of it, and somehow I am still 2nd. Well, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Clan feed, once again, I already went through that. So group function, same sort of thing. You can look for groups. Clans are a little more organized, let's just say. Now, compete, what the big thing with compete is not just playing the game, you know, I want to win this, I want to win that, but more you going out on the game and trying to play certain aspects of the game in order to win a prize. Now, this section, as of right now, basically is only for premium members. So to be a premium member, once again, you can purchase it alone through the marketplace. It's $49.99, or if you have the Hardened Edition, you already have the premium subscription for 1 year. So all you do is you pick one that you want. You know, you can search by the days. You know, maybe you want to do this one. Then you just view the details. This button would say enlist. It gives you a little information about it. It'll show you the prize. They did say when they came out with Call of Duty Elite that there will be competitions for actual prizes, not just these badges. But you know, none so far. So far, they're just badges. So this breaks you down what you need to do in order to earn the badge, criteria, rules, and then you can post a comment on it if you want. And that's really the whole compete section. As you can tell, it's basically every weekend there's new ones. So that's really all there is. Now, improve. This is probably the section I'm most impressed by. It's pretty hard to impress me. Trust me. So once you're done a game, you're gone here, maybe you're tired, maybe you've just got your butt kicked on Dome, and you're thinking, what can I do better? Okay, so say if you're having a tough time on Dome. So let's load Dome. You just click the map you have, and right away it'll come up with a full high-res picture of the map. It'll show you everywhere, so your spawn sites, the bomb, you know, target sites, bomb, it'll show you ladders, an overhead view. So this is search destroy, so domination, once again the 3 flags, the spawn points. Let's go capture the flag. There's, you know, 2 flag points, and you can look up how the map's going to play out, which is pretty cool. In custom classes, it even gives you suggestion per game type. So let's go with domination. They're still recommending on this map to rock out with the shotgun. I can see that it is a pretty tiny map, or you know, the MP5 with a little quick little MP9 shows you the kill streaks it suggests and kind of a wordy explanation of why. But that feature alone, being able to look at every single map, so select the mode you're in, Look at the spawn points, look at where the flags are going to be, even look at suggested classes for the map. Now that is very impressive. Hopefully, we will soon actually, like for squad practices, get these maps out, customize them, show you, basically have a strategy built up around using these maps. Because like I said, I'm in the free one. This whole information I'm showing you, anyone can go on. You just have to sign up for an account. So it's very accessible. So that's the map section. All the maps work in the same manner. You just pick the game type. Let's go domination. Shows you overhead of that, and then you can look up custom classes. I wish I had that gun unlocked. And that's really about it. Little synapse about what map is. You don't really need to know that because obviously you know because you're playing it. So primary weapons, show you how many weapons. Assault rifle, I have it locked. I haven't unlocked it yet. Let me show you one that I actually have. No, let's go this one, the M4A1. Okay, so if it doesn't glitch out, what it is, it'll show you your weapon progression on that map. Now the video guide with this function, what it is it walks you through the gun. It's not very fancy. It just basically reiterates these points right here: how fast it is, aiming, magazine size, how fast it shoots, how quickly it reloads. That's really about it. Here, let me click a different gun so it doesn't overlay for you. Alright, there we go. So tips, this portion, you can read it, it's not that much. Shows you all your unlocks for the weapon, suggested class of that gun. Obviously I don't rock that. I don't do assault. I don't get long enough kill streaks. So that's for precision. This is for stealth. It's kind of cool. And then once again, you can look that up for every single gun. Even Riot Shield. What would they say about Riot Shield? Yeah, not much they can say about Riot Shield. Relentless. Fortress. Yeah, not much they can say. Breaks it down once again for every sort of piece of equipment that you can use on here. Stats, suggested classes, and the unlocks for each of them. Look at my Bouncing Betty overview. And now with the tactical section, they kind of give you a hint of a useful combo with it. So with the C4, a quick draw on the blast shield. Obviously blast shield, if you're too close to it, you don't want to die by your own, you're going to look like a noob. And the quick draw pro, just get it out quickly. Let's see, Claymore, Scrambler, and a heartbeat so you can see the people. Very basic. Tactical, same sort of thing. Trophy system, which I actually haven't used really very much. Once again, it'll show you kind of a nice two perks to go along with. EMP grenade, attachments. So let's look up probably something that everyone's going to be using at some point, the red dot sight, and then kind of give you the best combos of the use of it. So grip, I'd imagine, is going to be an LMG. Yeah, I'm going to be on some LMGs. Tactical knife, probably a submachine gun. Looks like they missed that one. Grenade launcher, I hope you don't use that. That's all I gotta say. And moving along to proficiencies. Kind of give you a little overview of what it does and kind of a good combo with it. So with kick, less kick from the game, so if you have a nice sight on it, you're going to be easier. If you're going to have, let's say, range. Come on, range, there we go. Once again, a sight and just quicker perks. It'll just show you what the perk does, the pro ability of it, the class using the perk, and then the different achievements and the kind of reward you get when you complete it and how to get it, which is kind of cool. So extreme conditioning, shows you what the pro does, unlock it, a good class with it, and that works with all the perks work in the same way. So steady aim shows you a good class with it, and then the different challenges with it to get the pro and the pro perk. Now strike packages, this is more kind of an informational session. So in the assault, let's just click the IMS. Overview, a class using it. And then just kind of, now these suggested strike chains, how these work is they're around the whole premise of the one kill package you selected. So if you're using an IMS, most likely you're going to be on a small map because there's going to be more people running around, more likelihood of it being tripped. Which is why, as you can tell, UAV, small one, IMS, and a precision airstrike. Now if you go on to say something like let's go with the Pavlo. Pavlo is going to be used on a bigger map. A little Pavlo on a small level, yeah, it's going to wreck. But the chance of you getting 12 kills on a really tiny map when a bunch of people are running around is smaller. Hence, as you can see on a bigger map, you still, for some reason, threw the IMS in there. I would have put like a UAV or even a Predator missile in there. Strafe run, big map, large area to cover, put a strafe run in there, clear it out, and then the Pavlo. And then, once again, the suggested class with it. I don't know why they put a shotgun on it, but maybe that someone wasn't thinking on that one. Same sort of thing with the support class. Let's say your escort air. No, I don't want the EMP. I like the EMP. So once again, give information about the EMP, suggested class with it, counter UAV, recon joint, EMP, and then the class associated with it. Same thing with specialist. Now, I haven't seen many people use specialist. How it works is as you get more kills, you unlock more perks for your character in game. So you can just show you how the different kills required in order to unlock it, and then once again the class associated. Now death streaks, same sort of thing. Let's click on, where's my favorite? Well, I want hollow opponents, but go juiced. Gives you what it is and tips to use it. Just run from your spawn quickly. Tips once again to use it. Now game modes, core, free for all. This section isn't very fancy. Overview of the game mode. These tips are, a lot of them are no-brainers. Then the suggested class for it. So you can go with the stealth, or you can kind of go with the more frontal person. You don't want to hang back and sneak around. You just kind of run and gun, which is I kind of like that. So it shows your primary attachments, your secondary attachments, your lethal, your tactical, your perks associated with it. And then you can look that up per every single game type. Domination, obviously, something to kind of clear out a flag quicker. Grenade launcher would do that really quickly. And then this is protective, offense, nothing else. An alternative. Let's see, one in the chamber. Nothing really much here. So that's the whole improve section. Like I said, I really like this area. I was really impressed with it. Same sort of application on Black Ops. Not quite as fancy. Once again, you can click a map. Shows you how it is. Look at guns, look at your attachments, your perks, game modes, wager. Overview. Now, last but not least section is Elite TV. I know this is a long walkthrough, but there's a lot of information to get through. So the Elite TV. Now, the theater mode, it's a glorified YouTube. That's all. That's the best way I can kind of sum it up. If for some reason you don't like finding the movies yourself on YouTube, come here. It's going to be a lot easier. If you don't like looking in here, you can hit YouTube and watch it on YouTube. Change the quality, and it just shows you them all. That's really about it. Select a channel. Let's go with most viewed. Let's see what people are doing these days. What are they watching? Black Ops, that kind of sucks. So this has 1.6 million. It's a glorified YouTube. Now in Elite TV, I wish I could show you the inner workings of it, but I can't. I'm not a premium member. Basically, you click Elite TV and consider it kind of a promotional Modern Warfare 3 area. So you're going to be able to watch new content, not just YouTube videos, because that's boring, related to Modern Warfare 3. It's kind of like a YouTube, but just for Modern Warfare 3, and it's professional quality stuff. It's not some person downstairs with a capture card collecting some clips and going to put his annoying voice over it, like I do. And that's Elite TV. So that was my summation of Call of Duty Elite. I know this was a long video. Internet was slow tonight, probably because I have 10 web pages open at the moment. But thank you for listening, and I will be doing a video comparing just Battlelog and Call of Duty Elite between the two. I know they are very different. One's a paid, one's a free. I'm going to be ignoring most of the paid options of Call of Duty Elite when comparing Battlelog, because it's not fair to compare those two things because they're on different levels. Free to free, I'm going to be comparing the two, browser next to browser. So thank you for watching, and for next time, remember, it's easiest to watch these videos in full screen on your computer. As you can tell, I have my browser completely full screen on my Mac. So thank you for watching. My name is EG Braden CM. I am with the Media Machinima team with EG. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about the video, feel free to post them in the comment section below. You guys have a good one.